Hey guys, it's Anna. We're in the germination room and I had some help planting all of these flats this morning. We planted eggplant, lettuce, and summer squash. This stuff right here is the watermelon. I planted these guys on Friday. Let me pull one out. Maybe you can see some of the, plants popping up where there's more light. So we got this guy right here popping up. And maybe you can see some of the other ones. There's one down there starting to come up. You can barely see that one. Ooh, this one's popping. That one. So I'm going to take these all up to the greenhouse today, and then I need to grab some jicama seed because there's a lot of cells that don't have anything coming up yet. So we are just going to put some seeds in those cells, and then maybe we'll get to see the eclipse today. Yeah, gotta grab my glasses too. So I'm going to load these up in my truck, and then we'll take them up to the greenhouse. This rack sucks, the wheels are broken, so it wants to lean forward. So basically I gotta pick this up and move it. Oh, this is a pain in the butt. Truck's loaded, we'll take these up to the greenhouse. So here's the greenhouse so far. As you can tell, it's pretty full. Got a little bit of room for the watermelon, and that's about it. But I should be able to move some stuff out of here, like the cauliflower that's right here and the broccoli that's next to it. This is the jicama right here. A lot of the cells, there's nothing coming up. Like that one, I mean, that one's okay. I mean, there's a couple of them where they got burned off. Now the jicama, usually, if it already has one shoot and it dies, it shoots out another one. We've got a spot right here. There's one popping through. But I'm gonna go through and put another cell in each one of these that doesn't have anything, which is kind of a lot. And the temperature in here is the soil temperature. It's about 63 degrees, which isn't too bad. Definitely need to water. Got all this basil over here. It doesn't look fantastic. The first ones look really good. Some of these are going to be donated to a church of VBS. They want some basil to give away. We got cantaloupes here. Lots of cantaloupes, and maybe I'll have enough to give out this year. And then we've got Mitsuna, which is a Chinese green, central red, which I think is like Mitsuna, only red. I don't really remember. And then we got kohlrabi and some peppers. Wasn't sure if I was going to get more seed, which I didn't, so I just planted what I got. And then we have lettuce on this side. We got rhubarb that I planted and a lot of it died, so I replanted it and it's finally starting to pop up. Got tomatoes, scallions. I'll go over to this other side where we got artichokes that look horrendous. I don't know what happened, but a lot of the leaves got burnt off on the around the edges, but they should be okay. We got more peppers on this side, which I desperately need to water. And then I think this is cabbage. It'd be nice if I could see. Oh, kale. We got kale, Swiss chard. Then this is probably cabbage. Nope, collard greens. And then cabbage. Now these are beets. Got golden beets, red beets, and leeks. It says it's 75 degrees in here. Oh, and this is more kale. We finally got a filter set up for the water, which will be nice. Oh crap, I gotta get fertilizer in here because my plants desperately need it. But yeah, I gotta move the basil from down here to down there at the end of the peppers. So now I'll put the watermelon where the basil is. I had a viewer ask a question about the seeds in my how to plant watermelon video. They asked if the seeds needed to be planted with the point side down because that's how the seed starts to come out with the roots first. And because our watermelons are seedless, they're a triploid, the baby leaf, Catalinin, I think it's called, will get stuck to the coating of the seed. And so if you put the point side up, the seedling comes up and hooks back down and goes down into the media or the soil, whatever you want to call it. Now with seeded watermelon, which are a diploid, it doesn't matter how you plant those. They don't get stuck to the seed coating. So that is why we plant the watermelon seeds with the point up. We planted 4 kinds of watermelon. We have Orange Crisp, which is orange, Buttercup, which is yellow, Cracker Jack, which is red, and then a few Distinction, which are also red. We have an issue with Fusarium, and the Distinction is supposed to not be affected by it. The Fusarium would get into the root of the plant and it would kill the watermelon plants, or it would make our watermelon taste terrible. We wouldn't have a very good crop. So the Distinction helps with that. With all the other ones, we put a mixture of something in the water that combats the Fusarium, and so we have a good crop. Since we planted all seedless watermelon, we need a pollinator, which is Mickey Lee. Those are seeded watermelon, and I only need 1 of those per 3 seedless watermelon. So I have 4 flats of those, and then there are 16 flats of the other varieties. I don't know where I'm gonna put everything that I just planted today, because there's definitely not room. But the onions could go out, and the cauliflower and broccoli could probably go out in the next couple of days. That's probably it. That's not a whole lot of room, but it should be enough. As for the Eclipse, we are actually in the path of totality. So that is kind of exciting, neat to see. Unfortunately, it's very cloudy out. They say the sun is supposed to pop out around 2 o'clock, which it looked like it was going to be a little bit lighter. Yeah, you can't really tell, but it's pretty cloudy. I think the sun is right about there. So we'll see what happens. My cold frames need cleaned out. My flats need to be picked up, and I see I'm missing the end of my cold frame. That's nice. It's been pretty windy this winter, so that needs to be replaced. And the other side, I've got one end. Cool. But yesterday I noticed I've got rhubarb starting to pop back up from last year. That's pretty neat. Looks like we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants. We'll see if the couple other ones pop up. All these pots of sunflowers need to be thrown away. And these cold frames need some help. Oh my goodness. All right, jicama.